many.
I'm curious, the enemy I tried to farm to check for despawns was not in this first room. Let me check if the enemies that stay hostile despawn. We're gonna ignore the mammoth because he's a little bit harder to kill. This is our test subject. He's at 2. Go ahead and bump that up to 5. Why 5? Because there's been at least 2 trips through here, and he's been backstabbed each time. Six. I really should put Homeward back on. The count will be 16. That doesn't feel faster than just walking back here. Okay. Well, bad news. Going through that alcove, things don't despawn, but out here, things do despawn. So, let's get to work. Does that mean the bonfire behind the Mastodon is technically illegal? Yes. At this point, do I care because it's such a long walk from the other bonfire? No. answer seems to be enemies that have a unique interaction with the Rat Covenant don't despawn. For some reason. Man survived on 1. Well, let's make sure that never happens again. And this is... okay, cool. Got a handful of enemies we need to kill to despawn. I don't need emit force for anything, so what if I turn emit force into a lightning spear? And what if I turn cast light into a lightning spear? And what if I just started chucking lightning spears at this dude? Okay, we're gonna despawn the Mastodon real quick. That'll make this bonfire legal. We'll pick up all the items he drops later, assuming he never kills us, which he won't, because we're good. We won't have to worry about his items despawning. Now, how do we make... how do we make this better? Shortens cast time, absolutely. Increases faith. And I think those are the only relevant rings that I have. Yeah, okay. It reduced the cast time enough that the damage now stacks, instead of it being 3 separate instances of just under 300 damage. Just under 400 damage? What does this do? Just under 400 damage. So yeah, I just need to, funny enough, what I'm doing is I'm using the Jester Hood as a pair of sights. So I'm lining up the elephant between the 2 points on the Jester Hood, and then I just start firing until lock-on happens. And then once the elephant is despawned, I have to switch back to my normal setup, which is now. I'll leave the 6 lightning spears, though. We want restoration, and we want Ring of the Evil Eye. Switch back to homeward, and it's just, what, 4 enemies? Oh yeah, we switched to the Ring of Blades +1, because that dude survived on 1. And maybe it'll kill these dudes with 1 backstab? Yeah, okay. Ring of Blades +1 is the correct choice. And that's the last enemy in this area. So at least this is an easy area to despawn. It only has 6 enemies. Because everybody that way is part of the Rat Covenant. And they don't despawn. Because they're part of the Rat Covenant. I still don't know why that works, but for some reason them being coded as friendly when you're in the Rat Covenant somehow makes it so they don't despawn. I don't know. As I learn more about despawns in this game, I understand less. Like, I've never seen the gutter denizen before. I decided to despawn the gutter. And then you have the boar in Majula that after you despawn them are replaced with larger sized boar, which after you despawn them are replaced by largest sized boar, which only has 1 spawn. And why is that mechanic never used again? Oh, if you're wondering why the cat icon is on my buffs bar, even though I'm not wearing the cat ring, it's because the Jester's Tights give you the falling effect. But the cat icon doesn't show up for the butterfly tights. The butterfly skirt does not give you the cat icon on your bar for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's considered a unique effect by the game, and they just never made a buff icon for it. No clue. But it's these 4 dudes between us and Brightstone Cove Seldora. They just need to learn to not exist anymore. Didn't get a clean hit on him, that's why I took 3. Oh, we got the hammer. Nice. I really like the hammer. A makeshift weapon created from a blacksmith's anvil. But yet it has really high durability. Crafted rather shoddily, but has 80 durability. So it is in fact more durable than some of the swords in this game. Including the one I'm using? Yeah. My Drain Leg Sword only has 70 durability. Okay. So did you watch your safety video? Was it the hand safety video? Because there's one safety video you hate above all else, and it's the hand safety video. So it was a pretty safe guess of why you didn't watch your safety video. Don't you dare push me backwards any further. That was on me for being dumb, but I would have been mad at the game if it pushed me off. I mean, that's how a lot of my training modules go. You just put them on in the background. How do you get a slicing injury on a forklift? That's a crushing injury. Okay. That guy's gone. This guy is still here. That's kind of annoying. Do you guys not use rounded prongs on your forklifts? They should be smooth, rounded edges. Like, you can impale someone going at speed with the forklift. But I'm pretty sure the prongs are just made with a rounded end on tube steel. No, your shift ends in 10 minutes. You cannot go home. Though once we get to Brightstone Cove Seldora, I'm going to call this one a little bit shorter. Because for some reason my shoulder is killing me. And I have to do farm work on Sunday. So I don't want to exacerbate the issue. We're almost to the goal. That man is still there. I'm trying to figure out... I went to Gavilan here maybe twice. I'm trying to figure out where this giant gap in spawns is coming from. In Doors of Pharos, no. Doors of Pharos is free. In the Rat Covenant side, the rats deal toxic damage, which... Toxic and petrify, so they're a real son of a bitch. So it is fairly easy to die on that half. But on this half of Doors of Pharos, no. The enemies have such long animation windows that backstabs are pretty free. They take a lot of backstab damage. I understand why that guy's on a different cycle, because, whoops. But I don't know why these dudes were like 4 more kills than the guys in the entryway. Especially since I didn't die to Great Wolf Seif. So... maybe they were on 2 extra cycles for me killing them before going through here to fight Great Wolf. And then, of course, the initial time I came through here... the initial time I came through here, I killed everything. Because it was a gamba if I could make it to the next boss without dying. From Scorpionus. And I made it to the door for Great Wolf Seif, but I didn't fight him because he was an optional boss. And then I made it to Prowling Magnus and the Covenant. And then fought them and returned to Majula. After beating, the NPC just past Prowling Magnus. So yeah, I have no clue. Did I go to Gavilan that many times? I don't feel like I did. Brightstone Cove Seldora. Just take a moment to look at all of the progress we've made. We've cleared out everything from Things Betwixt at the start of the game to Lost Sinner to the Old Iron King to the Rotten, and now we are on our way to Freya. Of just despawning every single enemy in the game that is not associated with the Rat Covenant. That is now the asterisk. Rat Covenant enemies cannot be despawned, but everybody else can. I am gonna snooze these ads so that we don't have another ad break while I'm wrapping up. But we are gonna end this a little bit early, so YouTube, thanks for watching. This one's only 3 hours. Sorry about that, but like I said, for whatever reason, my shoulder is starting to hurt me from, I guess, pulling my shoulders in while I'm gaming. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's the only thing I can think of. And I gotta do farm work on Sunday, so I don't want to overdo it. My shoulder's telling me to stop, so I'm gonna listen. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Next time should be the end of farming. Ideally, before we start Monday's stream, in that 4-hour block between 8 a.m. and noon when I'm just awake and doing things, I can farm the entirety of Brightstone Cove, Seldora. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up at the bonfire after... the bonfire at the bottom of Sandtown. And that is where you will find me at the start of the stream. So that's what I'm expecting. Let's head back to Majula and get our death count for the end of the stream. We started at 123. Let's see what we're ending at. $125. We died twice. Who did we die to? We died to the Giants. And I don't know who else we died to. But we died twice. So, YouTube, thanks for watching. 125 is where we end off. If I do a lot of farming, I will do the intro similar to the other day of 8 o'clock. I say where I'm at, what my goals are, and then I cut to noon. So, YouTube, thanks for watching.